Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Friday Night Live. Tonight, I was hoping to get someone cool on to interview, but that is now tomorrow night, which means tonight we're going to do a little bit of a quiz and a little bit of a giveaway. I'm going to be giving away some prizes to the winner of all of the questions that I've got for you. I've got a series of questions which I'm going to throw your way. Some are to do with magic, and there's one bonus question which is to do with what I do in the army. So those are going to be the questions that we're going to be throwing your way in just a few moments. I'm going to let you all join, and while you're doing that, I want to tell you the reason tonight that we're doing this giveaway is because I was very excited that a few days ago I realised, I don't know how I didn't realise it was even coming up, but I reached 30,000 followers on Facebook, which was a really nice thing to see. It was really nice, especially because for many years my following on Facebook and the people, lovely people who joined me, was kind of a bit. It was always the same because I never really did that much work on social media. But then a few weeks ago I started doing Facebook Lives, and I realised we're kind of creating this nice little community where more of you come back every week, and it's nice to have a chat. And it's starting to show, which is really nice. So now that I've reached 30,000 followers, that means I'm on my way and almost at the stage. I need just about 70,000 followers more, and then I can finally go live during any pandemic without any worries from Dubai, which means I literally only need, 30. I need about four times the amount of followers that we've got right now on Facebook Live, and then you'll see me during national or global pandemics when the world's coming to an end. It means I can ship off to Dubai and not worry about the world. So I'm almost made it to influencer level. There we go. Right, I just want to see who we got on here tonight. Loella, I hope you're keeping well. I know you had some big news today. I hope you know that I'm thinking about you and Derek. Phoebe, lovely to see you. Good evening, Tim. Tim, we made it. Here we are in Dubai. Can't tell you how excited I am to be here, living the high life during a pandemic. Catherine, good to see you. Hey, Russ, good to see you. Danny, Morgan, Emma, Lee, I hope you're ready for a quiz tonight. So I've got some magic questions, and I've also got an army question. And there are going to be some cool prizes. In fact, I'll talk you through some of the prizes now. So the first question, the way it's going to work, I'm going to ask a question. Every time I ask a question, all of you are going to put down your answers as quick as you can into the comments. And then I'm going to skim through and choose one person with the correct answer, basically, each time, and they're going to win a prize. The prizes that we've got tonight, the first prize, this isn't the top prize, this is the first prize, is this here is a magic trick deck of cards. Inside this sleeve is a very special pack of cards which will allow you to do a very special magic trick very easily as well. Not only that, you'll get a video instruction with this pack of cards, which is a video instruction from me with a secret link where I teach you how this trick works. And it's very easy to learn, but also very powerful. You'll probably look like a professional magician after about 10 minutes of rehearsing this trick. So that's going to be number one, the first question prize. The next question prize is going to be... Now, what was the second prize? In fact, I'm going to tell you as we go, just to keep it a bit more of a surprise. There are some big prizes, I promise you. But we'll do it one stage at a time, one question at a time, just to keep the suspense going a little bit. So you don't know what those prizes are just yet. Lee, I hope you're well, mate. Emma, it's lovely to see you. Lynn, we've got Lucy, Malcolm, Emma. Thank you all for joining me on Friday Night Live. I really appreciate it. Let's put some background music on while we're chatting. Jem, I hope you're safe and well. Sending my love to all the Khans. Mandy, Melanie. Well, thank you all for joining in tonight. I really appreciate it. So, like I said, the reason we're doing this quiz tonight is one, to celebrate that I got 30,000, which is a nice touch, and two, just to do something fun, because we were supposed to have George Sampson on tonight, but he couldn't make it tonight. But the exciting news is, let me get this picture up for you. We have George Sampson on tomorrow night. So where that poster that you can currently see says Friday Night Live, really we now need to change that to Saturday Night Live. But Saturday, Facebook doesn't begin with an S, so I'm not sure how we're going to tailor-make that poster by tomorrow. But just know that tomorrow night at 6:45, I'm going to get in the man himself, George Sampson, the guy we've been waiting for a number of weeks now. We're going to get him on. We're going to ask him a load of questions that you all set, so you can join us, send in your questions on the night, and we'll see how we go. We'll ask him all the gossip of what he's been up to during lockdown and what he's planning on doing with the future. Hey Cheryl, Lucy says, loving the haircut. I'm trying to watch you sneakily while supervising the kids on their virtual Cub space camp. Ah, awesome. I appreciate what you said about the haircut. This is a lockdown haircut, and I have been wearing a hat today, so it's a bit of a hash job, but it's better than it was. It really is. Hey Heather, Emma, lovely to see you. Now, hey James, good to see you, my friend. And Ellie and Karen. Now Cheryl, can you just put a message in the comments now? Is it your birthday today? I saw that it was your birthday, but I just want to check that it is 100% today. And if it is your birthday today, then we're going to do a little something for you. Karen and Steph, thank you for joining me. Now, I hope you're all ready for a quiz tonight. If you are up for this, click the heart button so I know you're listening, you're up for it, and you're ready to get moving in just a few moments' time. Louise says, we always look forward to you on Friday night. I appreciate it. Thank you, Louise. Cheryl says, yes, it is her birthday today, which means we've got a new thing that we do here on Friday Night Live whenever it's someone's birthday. Cheryl, thank you for being such a wonderful follower, friend, and fellow Facebook Friday night person. Thanks for joining us. I didn't really know what to say to this, and I didn't realise this happy birthday was going to be so slow. I feel like I should be talking over this now, let's get rid of that for now. This is very cheesy. I hope you've had a good day, Cheryl. This is a little bit like sexy jazz. I feel like I should have sung to you. Cheryl, you have been absolutely wonderful. So I hope you had a good day today. Right, let's fade this down a little bit because it's now going to go into a crazy piano solo. Let's fade that down and we'll keep it in the background. Shelley, it's your birthday on Sunday, which means, Shelley, if we go live on Sunday, you'll be listening to this cheesy, sexy jazz number another time, especially for you on Sunday. Hello, Rachel Hill. Right, okay, we are going to get onto the quiz in just a moment. There's a few more people who I know want to join us tonight, and they know they're going to be a little bit late, so we're going to get onto the questions in just a minute. But before we do, I just want to let you all know that what was I going to let you know? Someone just put a comment. Oh, yes, that's what I was going to let you know. So those lovely people among you who helped support when my manager was in a coma, obviously you all now know that he unfortunately didn't make it through that. Let's fade this out now. Obviously, you all know now that he unfortunately didn't make it through. But thank you for everyone who supported that. I just wanted to let you know that there was also an auction going to help raise money as well, which I had a few prizes on. So it was 3 separate prizes of a personal Zoom show just for you and your family. A number of you got involved and on the auction, and a number of you won. I just want to read out the names. I think everyone who won the auction already knows, but I just found out tonight the names. So I just want to read out the people just in case you're watching. So Rachel Hill, you are one of the winners for the show. So I'm going to be dropping you an email tomorrow at some point just so we can discuss when you want the show, when we can do the show, and just have a little chat about what we're going to do in the show. So that'll be exciting. Also, we have Wendy Lee. So Wendy Lee, if you're watching, you won in the auction as well. So thank you for getting involved. A personal private Zoom show for you as well. And the third person was the lovely Samantha Johnson, who I believe is watching tonight. But I got a lovely message from Samantha, which I better get the applause cue up because this is very lovely. She messaged me a few days ago and said she was bidding on the auction and she won on the auction for the private virtual magic show just between me and whoever wins the show. But she sent me a lovely message and said she would like to donate the prize to someone who I feel as though is worthy and someone who would love to share a show and maybe needs a bit of a boost, someone and their family, which was absolutely lovely. And that was such a kind thing to do. So a big shout out to the lovely Samantha Johnson. We'll give you a round of applause because that is a very kind thing to do. I am I'm a patron of some lovely charities. One of the charities is called Together for Short Lives, which is a charity which helps young people with end-of-life care, basically. They support a number of children's hospices around the country. So I am going to be getting in contact with them and just trying to find a family somewhere who would love to experience a bit of magic in this difficult year that they're facing. Because no doubt, obviously, this year, it's been difficult for all of us, obviously. But for anyone who is in that specific difficult area, obviously it's a difficult thing to talk about, but obviously they no doubt need an extra lift this year than any other year, because it's slightly more difficult for families to enjoy the time that they got together. So that is what it's going to be. I waffled that massively. I do apologise. But that is what that gift is going to go towards. And that is from the lovely Samantha. So thank you very much for doing that. It's really, really kind. So give some love hearts to Samantha so she can see the support there. Hey, Megan. Lovely to see you. Hey, Tim. And Hazel's here tonight. Good to see you, Hazel. And Lindsay, Tracy. Right, we are going to get to the quiz. Let's do the first question. And then I'll explain what the second prize is going to be. And then I've got a couple other little things I want to tell you. So we're going to start with question number 1, and just so you're aware, the way this quiz is going to work tonight is I'll put a question up on the screen and I'll read it out. I'm then going to give you about 60 seconds to put in your answers in the question box, in the comment section. And then once I've waited about a minute, I'll scroll through and then just randomly stick my finger on any name, and whoever that name is going to win a prize. The first prize, like I said, is this magic pack of cards. Inside here is a very special pack of cards and a tutorial from myself, which will be teaching you how to do a special magic trick. So the first question, ladies and gents, if you are ready, here we go. Do we have a drum roll or something? Let's see what we got here. Let's just put this on. Okay. So the first question. Which British magician famously walked on the River Thames? Your time to answer this starts now. Okay, get your answers in. Okay, there was one very famous British magician who a number of years ago was sighted walking across the River Thames. In fact, a police boat came across after and picked him up out of the water and escorted him away and put him in prison. And he's since that moment in time, he's spent the last 10 years in a maximum security prison. So, which magician is that? Let us know. Put your answers in the comments. I should have got a countdown timer for this. Maybe I'll try and find that in a second. So I'm going to give you 1 minute. All right. Remember, this is where you're winning for this round. The prizes are different in every question. This is the first round, the first question. You'll become a magician within 10 minutes on this. Phoebe says she doesn't know. Come on, Phoebe. Have a think. It's a British magician, televised magician. Walked across the River Thames. Okay, by the way, this is the easiest question. A lot of you have got this right, and no doubt you're thinking, wow, these questions are super easy. But we're starting easy and we're getting more challenging. The last question is actually quite tough, and it's an army question. So, okay. Right, it looks like we have a lot of answers in, so I'm going to read out. In fact, I'll give you 5 more seconds because I think there is a delay between me and you. So just in case anyone's still figuring out who that magician is. All right. So the answer, ladies and gentlemen, I think everyone's got it right. Oh, there's only one person who's got it right. I got it wrong, sorry. And that is the lovely Odette. So Odette said the name of that magician was Dynamite. Unfortunately, it's not Dynamite, but that is so close. So close. I can let you off that one because that is a very close guess. The name of the magician who walked across the River Thames famously and has since been in a high maximum security prison for the last 10 years. He's not really been in prison. His name is Dynamo. So congratulations, everyone. I'm pretty sure everyone got that right, apart from Odette. The lovely Odette went for Dynamite, which absolutely made me laugh. I love that. Good try. That was a really good try. No one said Jesus, which is interesting. I just suddenly realised that would have been a good... Oh, someone did say Jesus. Etienne Pradier. It had to be... Etienne is a great magician. He may well as be Jesus himself. There he is. He's joined us tonight. Thank you, Etienne. I appreciate that. I don't know why I didn't see that coming. I should have predicted that was a bit of a risky question. It could have been a religious question. Although I'm not sure if he walked across the Thames, actually. I think he was somewhere else in the world when he did that great feat. All right, so there is a lot of answers here. I'm going to flick through and I'm going to choose one person at random. And, okay, I've just stopped my scrolling, where my comments are. I've just stopped on the scrolling. I've got 5 names in front of me here. I'm going to choose one of those, and it's going to be tonight. The first answer, the first winner is going to be the lovely Lindsay. Is it Valence or Valance? Oh, no. I always choose a name that I can't pronounce, and then I always end up looking very stupid. I'm sure it's Valance. The lovely Lindsay Valance. Drop me a message if I've pronounced that right. If I haven't pronounced that right, I do apologise. I'm sure I'm coming across like a lunatic right now. But you are the first winner. I need to write your name down, so let's give you a round of applause. I need to write your name down, Lindsay, so that I don't forget. If you send me an email on Facebook tonight with your address, I'm going to send that out to you, and you're going to be a magician when this arrives. There you go. So I'm just writing your name down so I don't forget. Fantastic. So, Lindsay, good start. All right, so that was for the magic cards. So you are going to be a magician. There you go. You're going to take over my job. You can get on TV. If you do win Britain's Got Talent with this pack of cards, I just want 20% of the winnings. That sounds like a deal to me. All right, question number 2 is going to be coming up in just a second. And the prize for question number 2 is going to be... By the way, the prizes get better as we go. The second prize is an Amazon voucher. Okay, I'm going to be sending out a £10 Amazon voucher to the next person on tonight's quiz. So let's get rid of this question, and we're going to bring in another question in just a second. In fact, let's do that now. While you're putting your answers in, I'm going to tell you about a few other things. So question number 2. Are you ready, ladies and gents, for the second round, which means you're going to be winning a £10 Amazon voucher. Here we go. So, let's bring up the question number 2. This one's slightly more challenging. The question is, what private club for magicians in Hollywood, California features an invisible, ghostly piano player who can play almost any song suggested by visitors? That's a long question. Now, I've never been to this place, but it's on my bucket list. It's a little bit like the Magic Circle. Over in the UK, we have the Magic Circle, very mysterious building, which not a lot of people know about unless you're a magician. And it's where all the top magicians go from around the world, but mainly the UK, to the Magic Circle. This is like a Hollywood version in California. So, this is slightly more tricky of a question, but I'm sure the majority of you would have heard of this place in the past. I have no doubt all of you, actually, would have heard of this place in the past. And we've got another great suggestion from the wonderful Etienne Pradier. He's got a fantastic answer there. We'll read that out in a second. Lots of you, by the looks of it, have heard of this place. I see a lot of you have got this right already. All right, I'm going to let a few of you carry on putting in your answers there. While you're doing that, I just want to remind everyone that tomorrow night we do have George Sampson on, 6:45. Make sure you join me back here. We're going to be talking to him, and I'm going to be asking him, in fact, all of your questions that you put on tomorrow night. So we're looking forward to that. All right, looks like everyone's got this right. Wow, you guys are great. I thought that was quite a challenging one. I've never been to this place, but this famous invisible piano player does have a name. If you know the name of that invisible piano player, add that in the comments as well. You might get a bonus point. Let's see if anyone gets that. All right, okay. So, let's flick through. Right, time is up. I'm going to flick through and see and choose a winner tonight. Let's have a look through. It looks like everyone's got it right. The only person who's got this one wrong is Etienne. And that is because he thought it was called Magic Cattle. That's a completely separate genre. That's a different place, that entirely. I love that answer though. So it looks like everyone's got it right. So the correct answer for this is the infamous, the incredible, I should say, Magic Castle. Somewhere where I haven't been, but I'm really excited at some point that I might get a chance to go there. So I'm going to flick through on my screen. So, by the way, just so you know, I'm using this little button here just to flick through all of the questions, and wherever it lands, there is 5 names roughly on each time I stop, and then going to choose one name from that, and that person's going to be the winner. So, this is the winner of the £10 Amazon voucher tonight. So, I'm going to flick through. Okay, I've stopped. There's a lot of names here. Oh, okay. It's going to be tough. Who do I choose out of these names? Let's go. Tonight, we're going to go for the second prize. We're going to go with Morgan Albert. Morgan, congratulations. You are winner number 2. Right, I'm going to write your name down so I don't forget that. There we go. Morgan, don't forget, send me a message on Facebook tonight and I'll send this out to you. It'll be Monday morning, guys, just so you know, because I won't have a chance to go and wrap all this up tomorrow. But it will be Monday morning. This will all get sent out to you. So there we have it, Morgan. You won prize number 2. All right, give him some love for getting involved there. Well done. Congratulations, everyone, so far. I don't think anyone's got anything drastically wrong so far, which is good to see. Good to see. Let's add some more music. And we'll continue with the third question. There is 2 more questions, guys. 2 more questions. And the winner of these questions is going to win a ticket to my brand new virtual magic experience, which is going to be in April. There's not that many tickets left, but that person is going to win. Let me see if I can get a picture of the poster up. Here we go. So this is the virtual magic experience. This is going to be, I believe it's the 10th of April, some point in April. There's only a few tickets left, but the next 2 questions, the winner of each one is going to win a ticket to this new live show. By the way, if any of you have seen my live virtual shows in the past, the show is completely changed. It's all brand new material now. Mainly because I did the other show a few times and I realised quite often it was the same people coming back. So I kind of felt bad and thought, let's put a completely fresh show together. Even though you can watch the other tricks over and over again, it's nice to have the surprise of not knowing what's coming up. So we've put a new show together. It's going to be in April. This is the poster for it. And the next 2 winners are going to win a family ticket to that show. It is a virtual show, by the way. You don't actually turn up at my house. The way it works is you join in on Zoom. I do a show from Zoom. I'll choose volunteers from that show to join me on screen. And I'll be reading your mind. I'll be doing some visual magic for you, which is a lot of fun. And there's some funny stuff I've got planned in there as well. Some surprise funny stuff. So that is going to be the prize for the next 2 questions. The next question is, let's bring this one off. And let's bring it. Oh, I've messed this up big time. Let's bring that one off first. Sorry about that. Right, the next question, ladies and gents, is this is the final magic question. And then the final question is an army question, just so you're aware. Okay, the next question, ladies and gents. Which magician... Oh, I can't see it. Which magician lived in a transparent case suspended 30 feet in the air on the south bank of the River Thames for 44 days without any food or sleep? This was a famous, iconic moment in, let's say, Trafalgar Square history. I'm pretty sure it's Trafalgar Square. Or was it not? No, he did something else in Trafalgar Square. That is completely false information. Wherever he did this, I never actually saw it, but I saw it on TV. There was a guy, topless, in a see-through box, hanging 30 feet in the air, somewhere in London, central London somewhere, wherever that was. I thought it was Trafalgar Square, but now I'm pretty sure it wasn't. He was in there without any food or drink or sleep. Actually, he did have drink. Without food or sleep for 44 days. And, yeah, very famous guy. I'm sure you're all going to get this. Slightly trickier of a question. I know I've seen Samantha and Tim have both got this one right, and I know they were worried in advance tonight that they said they weren't going to be very good at the quiz. Maybe these questions have all been too easy. I don't know. You've all seemed to have got these nailed. Just reading some of your questions. I'm curious to see what Etienne goes for this. The answer isn't Etienne, I should say, for this question. Martin's joined us tonight. Good to see you. Martin says it was... Martin will know where it was. He says he thinks it was near Tower Bridge. Okay, yeah. I can now kind of picture maybe it was very close to the Thames, maybe Tower Bridge area. I'm pretty sure it wasn't Trafalgar Square. But a top hint for you all, he did do something else in London in Trafalgar Square, which I believe he stood on a big pillar, a bit like Nelson's column, but a living statue. I think he stood on that for quite some time. Okay, here we go. Someone said Borat. Okay, it wasn't Borat. It's just as famous as Borat, but yeah, it wasn't Borat. That's a great answer. You may get bonus points, by the way, for funny answers to these. I've just only realised that it's probably more fun to just give ridiculous answers than it is the correct answers. So I like it. Hey, Sean. Good to see you. All right, a lot of you have got this answer right. Malcolm says it was Tower Bridge in the background. Okay, good. Okay, so I did get that wrong. I should, as the quiz master, I should really get these questions right, shouldn't I? Really, it's really bad. All right, he stood on Nelson's column, says Loella. Yeah, I thought he did, but what I'm confused about is where was Nelson while he was doing that? Surely Nelson, surely they didn't. Nelson wouldn't have stepped down for a magician to stand on there. It must have been a replica of Nelson's column. All right. So, Laura, I like it. Mr. Bean. Unfortunately, it wasn't Mr. Bean, but I reckon he could probably achieve this feat, no doubt. All right. It looks like you've all got the question right. So the answer is, ladies and gents, I would love of it to have been Mr. Bean or Borat, but unfortunately, the answer is the world famous David Blaine. So everyone who got that right, here we go. A little applause cue for you all. Good work. Samantha, I am definitely proud of you. Definitely. So, by the way, the winner of this question is going to win a free ticket to my... Oh, let's try and find it. My virtual show in April. So, hopefully, you'll be excited with that. I'm hoping that whoever does win this is going to be available for that show. You have to let me know. You have to drop me an email if you do win this. So, I'm going to flick through. It looks like everyone got this answer right. I'm going to flick through. Oh, it's so tough to decide who's going to be on there. Okay, I've stopped and I'm seeing now. I've got 5 names in front of me. And the name that I'm going to choose for this one is going to be the lovely Audrey. I've got no idea how to pronounce your surname, Audrey. Is it... I don't even want to try, but it is Sciberas. Audrey, the lovely Audrey, you have won a ticket to my virtual show, which I'm very excited about. I hope you can make the date. Drop me an email tonight after this live on Facebook, and I'll send you all of the special details for that, all the special logins. I'm just going to write down your name here, Audrey, so I don't forget. Audrey, and then I'm just going to put SCIB just for short, so I can follow that up later. So, congratulations, Audrey. Thank you very much for getting involved in that. Let's put a little bit more lively music on because we've got one final question tonight, and the winner of that is going to win a family ticket to the virtual show, the Virtual Magic Experience. Right, let's find... Oh, we should have used this for the winner. All right, well done, Audrey. Right, the final question, ladies and gents, if you're ready. Let's take that one away. Okay. So, before I reveal the final question for tonight with the final big prize. Hey, Mandy, good to see you. Alison. There's a lot of support coming in the comments, which is nice. And please, no one's harassing the winners. Everyone's being lovely. Okay, so, before I reveal the final question, which is an army question, I just want you all to know, I just want to remind you one more time in case anyone's only just joined us. Tomorrow night, we've got the wonderful George Sampson on with us. He's going to be joining in about 6:45, so make sure you join us here and make sure you ask some questions in the comments as soon as you join, and I'll make sure I try to answer all of those and ask him all of those during the show. Also, I want to just say thank you so much to all of you for joining me on these lives every week. I really enjoy it. It's the thing I look forward to most. And it always brightens my day, so I really appreciate it. And obviously tonight we reached 30,000 followers, which is really exciting. And just in case you missed it earlier on, we were on a beach in Dubai, just loving life. Let's just return to that scene just now, because now we're almost influencers, so we can forget about the pandemic and just live in luxury like the world is fine. There we go. Not really, obviously. Cody, good to see you. Cody's up for seeing George Sampson. I know you'll be there tomorrow. That'll be good. Wendy, awesome. I'll see you there. Wendy with Bobby. Bobby, I hope you'll be getting your magic set. Hopefully, if you haven't already had it, it'll probably be tomorrow or Monday. It took me slightly longer to send it out because I had to add a few extra things in it that I didn't have at the time. But hopefully, you'll get that soon and you'll be a magician. There we go. One of these sets sending straight to you. Well, it's already sent, so it's on the way. All right, so if you're ready for the final question tonight, click the heart button, say hell yeah, or something like that in the comments, just for a little bit of extra interaction, because I love the interaction we have here tonight. And hey Archie, good to see you. Russ says, can we ask anything to George about his career? Absolutely. Try not to ask anything rude, but I can't imagine any of you guys would ask anything rude to George. He's very kind that he decided to join us tomorrow night. So, yeah, make sure you get your questions in. Salam, good to see you. Hope you're well. Jade says, hell yes, let's do it. All right, so the final question, I actually, because this was a last minute addition, I actually haven't added the question to the screen. So I'm only going to give you this as a verbal question. Now, the reason I'm adding this one is there was a lovely person who commented on the post that I posted on Facebook earlier on. I think it was a lovely Rachel, said, is there going to be any questions about our household cavalry and the horses? And that is a great question, and I thought straight away there should be. But I didn't have time to add this question in there. So this is a bonus question, and the winner of this is also going to win a family ticket to my virtual show just there. Just remind you one more time, this is a virtual show, so you'll be joining on Zoom from your own houses, and we'll be interacting. I'll be able to hear and see you. You'll be able to hear and see me. We'll be interacting together. I'll be reading your mind, doing all sorts of fun stuff. But the reason I have to just highlight that is just because I don't want you to actually physically turn up at my door on that date because, COVID restrictions don't allow that. All right. So, yeah, but it'll be fun. And by the way, if you win this in a minute, but you've already bought a ticket for the show, I'll just give you a free ticket. We'll just refund that and you'll be there for free. So don't worry. If you've already bought a ticket, you're still in the run-ins for this question. All right. So the question, ladies and gents, is I am part of the Household Cavalry, the band of the Household Cavalry. I'm just going to get a picture up of the smart guys here. I'm not actually in this photograph, but I wear the red uniform. And so in the Household Cavalry, there are two parts. So there are the... Oh, I nearly gave away the answer to this question there. So the guys in red is what I do. Whenever you see me in this ceremonial uniform, I'm in red. And that is because I'm a lifeguard. I'm a lifeguard within the Household Cavalry. But there is a separate part of the Household Cavalry who wear the blue. Who, if you look at that picture there, you'll see them all in very dark blue. Their uniform there. I need you to tell me what is the name given to the guys in blue. So the guys in red, which is what I am, we're called the lifeguards in the Household Cavalry. Tell me what name is given to the guys in blue. So that blue uniform there. Now, this is a tough question. For anyone who doesn't know much about the army necessarily, this is going to be a tough question. I'm going to give you 2 minutes because it's slightly tougher. And if you're there with family and friends, you can discuss this with them and try and work this out. I'll give you a clue. The half of the answer is in the colour. That's all I'm going to say. All right, so get your answers in now. And while you're doing that, let's add a bit of music in. What music should we add here? Let's go for... Is this... Oh no, that's terrifying music. Right, get your answers in while I'm trying to find some music, suitable music. All right, let's just go with this. Can you even hear that? Oh, I've turned it right down. Sorry about that. There we go. Let's bring that up. All right, I can see a lot of you got this right already, which is surprising me. This is actually not an easy question. If you're not in the army or you don't know anyone in the army, especially in the Household Cavalry, this would be a tricky answer. And something that's interesting about the Household Cavalry is we have very strange rank structures. It's very different from the rest of the army. So I'm technically called a Lance Corporal of Horse, which means I've got 3 stripes, like up there, 3 stripes and a crown above it. But in the regular army, that rank there would look like either a colour sergeant or a staff sergeant, which is a very senior rank. Whereas, because I'm a Lance Corporal of Horse, I'm technically actually a corporal in the regular army. But obviously you get confused because people hear Lance Corporal of Horse and assume you're a Lance Corporal. So it is very bizarre. It's a very strange rank structure and it confuses a lot of people. But it's handy because when I walk around with that rank, people think I'm more important than I really am, which is very beneficial. It means people tend to leave me alone, which is nice. All right, a lot of you are getting this answer right. Okay, so the other thing that's interesting about the Household Cavalry, these guys here, is we are the guys who ride the horses as well. So, and the band of the Household Cavalry is one of the only 2 bands in the world who are a band on top of the horseback. So they are a mounted band, which is very unusual. Very unusual skill. but it works very well. So if you ever watch the Queen's birthday parade, you'll see these guys. And when the Queen is there, actually the band, which is what I'm part of, we wear gold uniform, which is completely different to both of these. So we wear gold uniform on those days, and if you tune in on the Queen's birthday parade and you look close enough and you squint close enough, you can usually see me. I'm about that big in a distance on the horse. So keep an eye out for me next time. BBC gave me a shout out a few years ago, which was nice, and they zoomed in on me, which was really fun. Didn't think I'd ever get a mention on the Queen's birthday, so I was surprised about that. Right, a lot of you got the answer right. I think I've given you enough time now. We haven't got any wrong answers. Everyone is right. I don't know if that's because you all genuinely knew that or because you're all copying each other's answers. Either way, it's fine. So I'm going to flick through and choose the winner. And the winner, just one final reminder, is going to win tickets to my virtual show. By the way, if anyone does want to get involved in my virtual show, there's still a few tickets left. I did put the link in the description of this video in case you do want to check it out later. It just explains it all far better than I can do verbally on the website, so check it out there. Okay, so Rachel says she's already got a ticket for the show. Awesome. I'll see you there. Right, okay, I've given you long enough. So I'm going to flick through and we're going to choose the final winner. Okay, so I'm going to flick through. You've all got it right, which really surprised me. I didn't think it would be that easy, that one. Okay. Right. Okay, so I have stopped and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I flicked through and stopped at random and I've got 5 names on my screen. Now I'll put a bit of dramatic music on while I figure out which name I'm going to end up with. I wonder if I should eliminate names like they do on TV game shows. Nah, that's brutal. I couldn't do that to you guys. Okay, so the winner of the final question for tonight's quiz. By the way, stick around after this because I've got some more things to share with you. But for the final winner of this show is... It is... I'm just trying to let you guys experience what we experience on Britain's Got Talent. When Ant and Dex say, the winner is... Alright, the winner, ladies and gents, is Mr. Lee Cox. Mr. Lee Cox, you are the winner of the final question of tonight's quiz. So congratulations, Lee. You are the final winner. I'm just going to jot down Lee's name here. So I'm going to put Lee, what was the surname? Lee Cox. Lee Cox, who I believe is, I think I did know this, but you reminded me the other day because I've just realised you sent me a message the other day. I believe you're a train driver, which is a very cool job. A friend of mine used to drive the trains on the underground. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent now. Lee, you are the winner. So congratulations. Thank you very much for getting involved. Thank you all to all of you for getting involved. Now, don't just disappear because I've got a few things I want to share with you before we go. Firstly, thanks for coming on and keeping me company tonight and getting involved. Sorry to everyone who didn't win, but congratulations because loads of you got the answers right, especially that last question. I didn't expect you all to get it right. And whether you cheated or not is irrelevant. You still got it right. So that is good news. What was I going to tell you? Oh, yeah. So tomorrow night is going to be epic. I've been really looking forward to getting George Sampson on for a while because a lot of you will probably know him for different reasons. Most of you will no doubt have seen him. He's a very, very skilled actor. So he's been in a lot of programs on TV. Very cool guy. You no doubt know that. No doubt you also know he's an awesome dancer and he's all over social media, very popular on there. And some of you, no doubt, will also know him from Britain's Got Talent. So many, many years ago, he was one of the most iconic, in my opinion, most iconic BGT winners. He did an incredible dance. You'll remember he had the whole stage was full of rain and he was quite young at the time. He did an awesome breakdancing routine. And he's gone on and had huge success in lots of different industries since Britain's Got Talent. And that's what I want to ask him lots of questions about tomorrow. Really looking forward to that, seeing what he's been up to. I just want to give a shout out to the one person watching from, I think that's India, an Indian flag. Is it Nans? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Is it Nans? I hope that's right. Thank you for joining us. I think that's the Indian flag. I'm now going to be terrified if that's wrong. I'm so sorry if I've got the country wrong. But let me know in the comments. Thanks for joining us from wherever you all are. I know a lot of you are watching from all around the world, which is fun. Okay, so what else was I going to tell you? So firstly, let's just give a big cheer, a big shout out to the winners tonight. We had Lindsay, we had Morgan, we had Audrey and Lee. Thank you all for getting involved. By the way, just send me a message tonight on Facebook and I'll send you all the details of how we're going to get all these prizes out to you and get you involved in the virtual show. If you do want to get involved in the virtual show, there's a link in the description above. I'm just checking if there was anything else I wanted to say. I want to give another special shout out to the lovely Samantha Johnson once again for the really kind donation to the essentially to the Children's Hospice charity, where I'm now going to be doing a show for them. I'm going to reach out to them next week and get a show sorted, which is going to be on behalf of the lovely Samantha who won that in the auction. So big thumbs up to you. That's really lovely of you. And what else do we have prior to the only thing we forgot tonight? All right, the only thing that I completely forgot about, which I promise you we will do next week now, is we didn't do the Bovril challenge. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I know a lot of you are looking forward to that, me trying Bovril for the first time tonight. Courtesy of John Courtney in the chat we had last week, he told us we had to try it. And I did say we'd try it tonight, and I know a lot of you are gutted. I can see a lot of gutted messages already. But we will do that. We'll do it next week and we'll do a special live just for that challenge. We'll make it in lots of different ways and we'll try it. And you'll probably witness me being sick on live Facebook. So if you're up for that and that's some sort of weird thing you'd like to see, then make sure you join me next week for the Bovril challenge. Oh, so Sandra says it's a lovely drink. Lots of you actually said it's a lovely drink. So if we do try it and it is nice, that will probably be a bit of a boring thing to be doing. But in my head, it feels like a challenge because the idea of a beef drink makes me feel sick before I've even seen it. So Emma says, did you actually get some? No, the reason I've let you down tonight, Emma, is because I actually forgot to go to the shop to get some. But I will, and we will do it next week, I promise. Have you tried chili Marmite, says Archie? No, I hate Marmite, so the idea of chili Marmite that is terrifying. Used to drink it back in the day, says Malcolm. I would love for that virtual show thing, at least I'd try. I'll be in Antideck Saturday night takeaway virtual audience tomorrow night. Oh, that's fun. Awesome, Gillian. I hope you enjoy that. I'm going to let you off not joining me live tomorrow if that's the case, if that's what you're doing. Drink it like gravy, says Sandra. The idea of drinking gravy is no better than the idea of drinking a beef drink. I suppose that's the same thing. Anyway, yeah, that sounds terrifying either way. Just sent you a video on Facebook, says Lewis. I'll check that out. No doubt it's a magic video, Lewis, and got a feeling you're a magician. In fact, you must be because you got a photo of me on your profile pic, which is good. Looking forward to seeing you drink Bovril, says Mandy. Okay, I'm gonna have to do it now. A lot of you said it. I feel terrible that I'm not sure how to pronounce the name Graeme. I want to say it might be a spelling for Graham, but is it Graeme or I don't know. I feel bad. I should really learn how to pronounce names way better than I do. Let me know if I've pronounced that right. Is it Graeme or is it Graham or is it Graham? I'm not sure. I feel like it's a spelling. Oh, it is Graham. Okay, it's just an unusual spelling. Where is that spelling from, Graham? I don't think I've ever seen it, but I've seen your name pop up a few times, and I thought, well, I need to give this guy a shout out. But then every time I think no, because I'm going to mispronounce his name, I'm going to look like a lunatic. Will be your "You've Been Framed" moment. Yeah, maybe we'll film it, make some money out of trying to drink Bovril. That's a good shout. Oh, so everyone's now telling me, it says, looks like everyone knew that that's how you pronounce Graham, which does make me feel the way I was hoping it wouldn't, because I now feel very stupid. Oh, it's a Scottish way of spelling it. Okay, well, I've learned something here today. I appreciate it. Okay. All right, we've all learned something here today. In fact, no, it's just me that's learned something here today, but that's a big thing, big deal for me. Lewis says, I've shared your video on Facebook. Oh, I appreciate that. Actually, that's something, if you want to help me out, that'd be lovely. If you wouldn't mind sharing this live video while you're watching it, that means we'll reach more people. And the reason we started these lives in the first place was One, because I felt like I needed some company myself, and I also realised that there's lots of other people who could deal with a bit of a chat every Friday night as well. So we like to keep people company on Facebook. So if you did share it, maybe there's someone else in your friends list who needs a bit of company, because we're all having a bit of a tough year. So it's nice that we get to share these moments together. I appreciate it. Graham says, I've been on TV. Graham, what is that for Magic? Let me know. I didn't see the answer to my question about... Oh, no, Jade's laughing at me now. Everyone's laughing at me. Oh, God. I didn't see the answer to the question about the flag. Was that an Indian flag? Someone let me know. Oh, lots of you are saying you've shared it. I really appreciate that. It's very, very kind. That's very kind of you. Yeah, hopefully the bigger audience we get to have with us, the better, really. It means we all get to keep each other company. So thank you, Catherine. I appreciate that. Graham says for 3 magic number the lottery. 3 magic number lottery. I'm not sure what that means. I'm not sure what you mean. Cody says he shared it. Thank you, Cody. I appreciate that. So just to let you know one more time, the winners of tonight's show. So we've got the magic cards that I'm sending out to the first winner. Second winner, who I think was Morgan, you won the Amazon £10 voucher. And the Audrey won a ticket to my virtual show, and also Lee Cox won a ticket to my virtual show. So don't forget to email me tonight, and we'll sort that out tomorrow. Reese Jones says, I'm a piano player, light illusion, fire spinning, comedy variety act, and would love to send you a link. I've been shortlisted for next year. Oh, amazing. Well, you sound like you've got my vote already. Anyone who can play the piano and do illusions and fire spinning and comedy, you sound like a winner to me, my friend. Awesome. That sounds great. Good luck with that. I assume you mean Britain's Got Talent. Today I actually did my first ever lecture for magicians, specifically for magicians, which was quite a unique and fun experience. So I put all of my ideas and all of my top tips for any TV and any pressurized gig in a little video, well, actually a long video for any magicians, and so that's quite exciting. You'll never be under more pressure than being on a TV studio with 10 million people watching live, with 15 different camera angles going on, and you're walking out to perform magic, which could either end or start your career in a big way. No more pressure than that. So I felt like I needed to give some tips and some advice to anyone going on the show. Russ says he's done magic on TV. Russ, I feel like I recognise you, so, the name and your screen picture, so I'm sure we've probably met at some point. Nans says, congratulations, big love to you, wherever you're watching from. Right, I'm going to leave you all to it tonight. We're going to keep it short and snappy tonight. Thank you for getting involved in the quiz. I really appreciate it. Let's find a cool outro. Let's go for this. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. Let's go for something celebratory. There we go. Let's end with this upbeat tune. Cheryl, thanks for joining us on your birthday. That was a real treat to have you with us. Phoebe, Lewis, everyone who joined me. Emma, thanks for joining us. I appreciate it. If you enjoyed the quiz, thanks for getting involved. I appreciate it. I'll see you all tomorrow night at 6:45 with the incredible Mr. George Sampson. Make sure you're there. Don't be late. Make sure you think of some questions for us. I'm really looking forward to it. Have a good Friday night, everyone. Whatever you're doing, stick a film on Netflix or whatever you're going to do. I'm probably going to stick a film on Netflix and watch it in the bar, which is something I do now pretty much every night. All right, see you all very soon. Hello, Victoria. Good to see you. Jenny. Have a good one, guys. Cheers. All right. Good night.